We're almost set up here. Hold up. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. No sound? No, I just wasn't talking. No, we have sound, right? Testing, testing. Cat. No? Testing? Yeah, we have sound. Yeah, no, I was just setting things up. Just setting things up. There's a lot of little things that need to be put in place. Guys, make sure if you're getting here early, smash the like button. I almost, as a joke, kept the title of the live stream official XRP pump because I knew people would have a conniption if I left it that, but we changed it. People still won't like the crash terminology, but whatever. It's kind of funny. Here we go. XRP actually putting in a very kind of familiar formation here. For a while, it was like this general channel we were watching, but I'm starting to think this might be a good old classic sort of triangle pattern here. We'll see generally where this plays out. If we can find support here, it might give us some nice confirmation of that. Though we're still holding very nicely up above this $3 mark. So it's a bit of a wait and see what happens there. Overall looks good though. I mean, there's a little sell off this morning, but I mean, it's kind of across everything. Take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's down at around 100K. So it's kind of everything has a little bit of a sell off this morning. Definitely nothing I am worried about in the slightest. Pretty much just noise. Noise on the chart. And you know, we can't worry too much about stuff like that. See exactly where this bottoms out. It's pretty tough to put any kind of line on that bottom yet. What we know is we have some kind of overhead resistance here that we've had a hard time breaking through. This is kind of preventing us from hitting that all-time high. So I think we got to get a better idea of where exactly that bottom's going to be today. I have a feeling that bottom probably will come in at some point today. Michael Tate, good to see you. Crypto Clay Tracy, 73 likes on the stream. Yeah, guys, let's pump up those likes on the stream. Let me get the X chat going as well. Crypto Clay. Ed, good to see you, Ed. Hope you're doing well. Bought the dip. Nice. It's funny how many people are like welcoming this dip, saying that they want to buy more. I kind of knew that was going to happen. I think a lot of people were caught off guard by XRP's big move, especially people newer to the community. So it's definitely cool to see people kind of like, hey man, if we get good prices, I'm stepping in. Atlantic Living, you need to change your titles. This causes blood pressure issues for the older people. Oh, that's so funny. No, look, I get it, but just a little bit of fun. Don't take it too seriously. Pacific time. Anyone here live in Pacific time? Congrats to you. It's an early rise. Maybe it's more of this channel we're still stuck in. Maybe we come back down and retouch the bottom part of this channel. It's hard telling, not knowing, but these issues are a lot more fun at $3 than they were at 30 cents. Well, I don't think any of these SEC meetings are going to lead to much, to be honest. We'll see. I could be wrong. I think it requires a lot more discussion between the SEC and the Ripple team. I would be shocked if we had any kind of instant resolution, but the resolution's coming. And yeah, no, this is just normal market moves. I mean, let's zoom out real quick to just the weekly chart. I mean, these are just mini intraday moves in comparison to what we're watching on the bigger picture, right? It's not like anything we're watching right now really tells us that much about the overall direction. We're just watching a little bit of market chop and seeing where that next move is going to be. But I mean, I don't think it takes a genius to zoom out a little bit here and see the general trend. And we're right at that previous all-time high. So we're testing this right here. And we just got to build up a lot of momentum to break right through that. I'm sure we're going to do it. It's actually funny. It's actually almost doing the same exact thing we did in 2017. If you were to take this point right here, where we kind of had a little bit of chop, looks like we're almost doing that same exact thing. Had a little bit of chop right after we put in a couple red candles. Looks like the same thing's playing out to me. So unless things get dramatically different, I mean, it just seems to me like the same thing's repeating. Oh, Brad, no, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Love this microphone. I mean, talk about a night and day difference between the last one. Really appreciate you for sending that over. Extremely generous, and no, I'm loving it. Absolutely. Chadwick, good morning. Good to see you. Oh, Mark, that's awesome. On a night shift in Australia, listening to Mickle. It's so cool. Everyone all over the world being able to interact with everyone. It's very cool. Saw a pretty interesting clip this morning of Paul Barron talking about XRP. I just thought it was cool when when people who aren't really in XRP start to see that big picture. I thought this was a great kind of capture of that moment happening for Paul Barron. So we'll take a quick look at this.
Here's the list of all Ripple partnerships. You can, of course, see all these different. Man, this is this is crazy. But here's the list of all Ripple partnerships. You can, of course, see all these different. Man, this is this is crazy. But these are all. There's SBI Holdings right there. Just bank after bank after bank after bank. I mean, there it is, guys. This is probably just what is in, the coffer right now versus the deals that they're probably working today to start to execute this even more. So is this a sleeping giant that?
I thought that was pretty cool. Like, you just hear him. He's like, oh, geez. He's like, it's just more than I was expecting. And I'm pretty sure the list he's looking at right there was a 2018 list. So obviously significant development since then. Dave Nelson, your notification stopped again. Weird. Yeah, that's YouTube playing their games. That's why I always appreciate when everyone likes to stream and subscribes. It's the easiest way to beat kind of those the YouTube funny business, we'll call it. The shadow bans, the who knows what they actually are, but I know a lot of people have had issues with that. I don't know if it's just a YouTube at broad issue. It seems to me like there's a little bit more. Oh, here's an interesting thing. Larry Fink says he wants the SEC to approve the tokenization of bonds and stocks. I mean, this is off the back of the Bank of America CEO saying that they're ready for crypto payments. Hallsball, good to see you. I mean, I don't know what else some people need to see. I mean, these big banks are literally saying, like, we're ready for crypto. We want to use it. We want to use it for its full utility. And that used to be the biggest question for a while. Everyone said, oh, well, you know, banks don't actually need this. Oh, well, they're just going to spin up their own private chains and not use the public chains. I mean, it just seems to me like every single day that gets less and less likely. It just seems like everyone's leaning into this at this point. XDC? Is anything happening there? Take a quick look. A little bit of a red candle right now in XDC. Still, chart looks very good. Very, very good chart for XDC. I mean, look at this thing. If you figured out about XDC in 2020, you have like 29,000%. Wild. Wild, wild, wild. It's crazy the amount of volatility in these cryptocurrencies. It really shows how early we are to a lot of this. I mean, most people have no idea. I mean, you're just able to get in so much earlier than you would ever be able to with any kind of traditional investment. Like earlier than pre-IPO, it's just gives people an opportunity to get in at the ground level, because as soon as that project starts trading, I mean, there's a token associated with it. So you can essentially become almost like a founder to a certain degree. Anyone have anything on their radar today? Is there any important economic data we got to keep our eye on? Let me know. What are we watching today? It's an interesting little note, I guess. Elon Musk talking about Bitcoin. Let's take a listen to this. This might be interesting.
With a date stamp and a particular time, I think, you know, it's more likely to be true than not. You can also cryptographically sign things.
Geez, I hate when these X videos are so low on volume. He pretty much says, we see no way for artificial intelligence to subvert the fundamentals of mathematics and hash Bitcoin easily. AI cannot defy math. It can only improve the efficiency of hashing, but not crack it. So I think good news overall for the space on something like that. I mean, one of the biggest issues is like how much is AI going to cause challenges for crypto with things like quantum computers and AI kind of teaming up, but it seems like he thinks it's only going to make crypto stronger. So I think that's pretty cool. Proppy about to go nuts. First ever real estate on the blockchain. Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff for Proppy. Obviously I've kind of had my eye on that project for, I mean, a while, really. I have nothing against Proppy. I'm just a little skeptical of having their own token. I guess I don't really understand the purpose of the token in the entire thing. Seems like to me you can tokenize real estate on a blockchain and you kind of just want to use a stable coin. I don't see the purpose in it being really its own blockchain. To me, it makes a lot more sense to have something like that just built on a layer 1 blockchain. So nothing against Proppy at all. I might just be missing something in my understanding of how it works, but there's a lot of very interesting things in crypto that I think are good ideas, but sometimes I question, I was like, why do you necessarily need a token for this, right? I often kind of find myself asking the question, like, what do you really need a token for in all of this? And until I can really say, like, okay, like, this is why you need a token, this is what the token is doing, this is the purpose of it, it's just really hard for me to really get excited about something. That was one of the reasons why I was so attracted to XRP and what Ripple was doing, because it was very obvious what the token was for. I kind of look at a lot of different things and be like, okay, like, very cool, very interesting, I like this, but like, why the token? Like, what is the token doing? And you know, the token could have very simple functionality. Very simple functionality. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could just be a reward mechanism or something, right? It doesn't have to be anything wild, but it is important to me that the token does have some a unique value proposition in the entire equation. And personally, I do think we're getting more and more of that recently. It used to be a lot of the time I'd be like looking at stuff and I'd be like, okay, what the heck is this token used for? One of the hardest things is, like, I always like to ask myself, like, Flare is a great example. Like, the Flare token is used to collateralize any F asset on the system. Like, that alone is like a very good use case for a token. Like, it makes total sense why you'd want something like that. House Miller says this ain't no crash. Yeah, no, I just have some fun with the titles, man. It's really not meant to be taken seriously. Speaking of crash, it looks like we have a sell-off in the broader XRP Ledger ecosystem. A lot of red throughout these charts, but it is great to see so many XRP Ledger tokens now. Now, I don't think this list is necessarily the quality of XRP Ledger tokens that I want over the long run. It's mostly memes, but there are some top utility tokens. Obviously, Solo #1, Corium #2. Now we have XPM at #4. Congratulations to XPM, XP Market. Bitcoin on the XRP Ledger, Ethereum on the XRP Ledger, a couple meme coins and an RLUSD mixed in here. So 14 mil. 14 mil on RLUSD. That's always good to see. And let's see what the total market cap of RLUSD is these days. So if you go to the Ripple website and you go and click on transparency, we can get a live look. So about 90 million right now for the RLUSD market cap. Seems a little, it's probably not. I thought it would be more closer to the 100 million by now, but not like it's a big deal either way. Markets. AMM rankings. We have had a bit of a cool off in a lot of the automated market maker activity recently. Looks like volume has essentially kind of been cut in half. The amount of pools is still skyrocketing though. 16,000 pools. You're going to see XRP burned at a way higher rate because of all these pools showing up. TVL looks like it's pushing to a new all-time high. We're up to 64 million in TVL. Great to see that. Inflow down a bit. Inflow down with volume. We've just kind of seen a little bit of a decrease in excitement around, I think, some of the meme coins that's causing that. XRP pooled. Sitting steady at around 12 mil, so that's great. And then fees. Oh, fees are pretty high. Cool. Nice little rundown of what the AMM is looking like right now. And guys, always remember, if you're looking to get more involved with kind of some things on the XRP Ledger, aren't ready to jump in, one of the things you can do is get this XRP Ledger Seasons Pass. And what it'll allow you to do is earn a whole bunch of free tokens just by doing some pretty simple stuff. So if you're looking to try to get some free tokens, learn about the XRP Ledger a lot. It's a great way to do it. I'm glad that guy got it. HK Todd, good to see you. Looks like we got a nice little recovery coming in on XRP. This is going to help us figure out exactly where the bottom is on this range. I mean, I talked about earlier this morning, we have a pretty clear upper resistance bound up here, but it's tough to see exactly where that lower one is. I'm not quite sure if it's something that's coming up a little bit more like this, and we've kind of already hit that bottom. Is it more of like kind of a channel thing and we're kind of swimming in this channel? Is it more of a flat thing right across here? I think this move today is going to give us a pretty good indication of what we're looking at. Typically, XRP really likes these sort of triangle patterns, so I wouldn't be surprised if it started respecting this pretty heavily. Gives us a bit more time within this thing. Looks like maybe it's actually pretty small tight region, 27th of January. We could chop around until. But it looks overall. Help me understand what is happening with XRP. Well, this is a pretty normal price movement for XRP. We're on an hourly chart right now, so everything looks pretty good there. Oh man, it's so funny. We are testing the December 3rd highs. Yeah, the big thing we're testing right now. Let's take a quick look at BTC to XRP. I'm curious where that's sitting. This chart was looking pretty good today. I always do that wrong. It's XRP BTC. Oh, nice. Yeah, this looks really strong. Nice little BTC XRP consolidation pattern coming in. I mean, this is a beauty. Yeah, I mean, this is like very clear little trend going on here. Yeah, this is ultra bullish. This is great to see. Love to see that on XRP to BTC. Zoom out a little bit more. I mean, we just keep breaking out to the upside on this thing. Then if we zoom out real far, we can take a look at the weekly. And something I've been talking about here, I mean, since XRP price started being tracked, right? XRP is up against Bitcoin, so it kills one of the biggest FUD points against XRP. That big FUD point against XRP is it's constantly decreasing against Bitcoin. What we can see is now, since this chart goes back to what? Hold up. Since this chart goes back to August of 2013, from the first tick here, XRP's up about 11% against Bitcoin. Tough for the haters to say much about that. Do you honestly think that XRP becomes the guardrails for the new international banking system, or CBDC? I don't think XRP is going to be like unilaterally declared like this is the new CBDC currency. Like, I don't think that's realistic at all. What I think is really realistic is the more tokenized assets we have, the more people we have interacting with digital money, the more use case there's going to be for something like XRP. No, I don't think the Ledger kidnapping thing was true. I think I've seen a lot of people saying that that's fake. Nemo, good to see you, man. No, I don't think the Ledger kidnapping was true. Got to be super careful out there, man. What people try to do is they try to put out like a Ledger kidnapping story, and then what they'll do after that, and they do this for everything. What they do is they cause a big fear event like the Ledger kidnapping. And then what they'll do is release some kind of forum like, hey, if you want to be protected from this Ledger kidnapping, go fill out this form. And then they'll try to catch people like filling out the form. Different guy? What do you mean, Taylor? What, was someone actually kidnapped? Just wasn't the CEO? Oh, the co-founder was kidnapped? Chopped his finger off? All right, well, I'm lucky, but he's safe. Let me see. Okay, so he was kidnapped and released. Okay, so yeah, oh, wow. It's not the CEO, but a co-founder. Yeesh. All right. I mean, that's not great. Always be careful, guys. Always make sure you're well protected. Here in America, we have the Second Amendment, which helps that a lot. But always, always, always be very, very careful. Brad, good to see you, man. Always appreciate you for stopping by. Always love to see you in the chat. Have a great day. Ledger's co-founder, the popular crypto wallet. I've never had a huge amount of trust with Ledger either way. In my opinion, Ledger has done quite a few things before in the past that make me feel a little bit like, I don't know about this company. Not a lot of good options there, though. So XRP to BTC looks very good. It looks like we're putting in some green here as we speak, so that's great. Go back to just XRP. Ooh, a nice little recovery here. Great, back to 308. Nice. One of the things we called. We're like, hey, let's see if we can bounce off this range right here. Looks like we caught it pretty nicely there. Now let's just see if we can stick on it. No, you can't connect an exchange wallet to something like XP Market. Oh, Uphold's wallet? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I think you need to use like the Xanum wallet. Another reason you shouldn't blast your crypto holdings online. Yeah, great reason. Never. Stay low key, you know? Someone like myself, like I'm already kind of out there, so I take different methods to protect myself, but always make sure you're very, very low key about what you're holding, why you're holding, all of that. You know, you can't live in fear either, right? Like to a certain degree. You just got to make sure you're taking. I'm of the fundamental belief if you prepare and you're smart and you take steps to make sure that everything's in order, you're not going to put yourself in a bad position. You prefer Decent or Ledger? I don't know. All the hardware wallets skeeve me out a little bit. To be completely honest. Just seems like a lot of trust I'm putting in people running companies kind of not in the United States. Just like, I don't know. I used to use Ledger and then it was kind of got sus with everything going on in terms of like leaking the addresses. I was like, all right, well, this probably won't be the first mistake they make. And then they did that like seed recovery thing. And I was like, oh man, this is getting more and more sus. And then I don't know too much about Decent. I think I generally hear pretty good things about them, but I know there's been like things here or there. So it just doesn't really feel like there's a lot of good options in the market. So where does a pro like Mickle use? I definitely lean into institutional custody a bit more. Yeah, it's where I prefer to be. Kingdom got hacked recently or something. Yeah, it's just like a lot of these companies are just not meeting the standard you would want where you're holding your crypto. Checking the news real quick. Let's see what I can pull up. See if anything interesting's happening. Oh, we're the biggest live stream on X right now. Shout out to everyone for helping me get there. When we moved these live streams early to the morning, I was like, man, there's not going to be a lot of people up at this time. But yeah, no, super cool to see kind of how these live streams have kind of taken off, and it's great. I feel like we get to get up nice and early, see what's going on in the market, get a quick look of everything before the day starts. I love it. Holds me accountable too. It gets me up nice and early, get a nice start to my day, hit the gym beforehand. Coinbase? No, not Coinbase. Look at this nice green candle being put in by XRP right now. This is great. Really showing that sort of bottom of where we're at. So if we can confirm this nicely, I mean, this is great. It was so funny. I did like 4 live streams talking about how XRP was putting in a very unusual formation. We don't normally see these descending channels. It's very much just quickly turning into the same triangle we see over and over and over again with XRP. Always important to realize this could break either way, but like with the market and where the bullishness is at, it's hard for me to believe this would really break to the downside. Coinbase, yeah, I horror stories about Coinbase. We can take a quick look at some of the inflows and outflows. That's always a cool little indication of what's going on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, Roger. We had a crazy experience with Coinbase. Here we got the inflow outflow situation for XRP right now. Looks like it's just kind of neutral right now. 15 million in inflows, 17 million outflows, couple outflows here, couple inflows. Kind of oscillating, a little bit lower volume here. Nothing too exciting to look at here. Nothing negative, nothing bad, just a bit of a cool off in the market and the amount of people funneling into XRP. I think that changes pretty quickly with any kind of catalyst. Yeah, my biggest issue with to be completely honest, my biggest worry with something like Ledger or a Decent is that something like the algorithm they use to generate the key phrases, in some way that is compromised to a degree where it's easy to recreate the probabilities that they're doing or through what words they're generating from. Because there is some kind of algorithm there, and I just don't know what that looks like. I don't know how realistic of a fear it even is to have, but that's one of the things I think about. It's like, well, what's going on here? How do they create these key phrases? Are they stored somewhere? And also, personally, someone for myself, like, I mean, I'm just out there. I don't like having a physical device. I have FUD with XRP. Oh, yeah, I'm not worried at all about the Trump administration forgetting crypto. I think a lot of really big things have already been done behind the scenes. And I totally agree. I don't think it's necessarily something that Trump is going to be spearheading, but I think he's put enough people in the right places for us to be in a very, very good place. I also think his meme coin launch probably prevented him a bit from talking as much about XRP as he might have, or about crypto as he might have wanted to. I think he probably got a decent amount of like, oh, well, what are you now, just pushing policy because you just launched a meme coin? So I think that might have been a little bit part of it as well, but really not worried about it at all. I mean, I personally think we're in a very, very, very good place for the cryptocurrency market. We got a lot of time. We got 4 years of this, so. Oh, yeah, the East Coast has been brutal, man. Been freezing. Freezing. Hey, Mickle, any news? Thank you so much for the donation. Not a whole lot of news right now, to be honest with you. Bit of a slow news cycle right now, which is crazy to say considering what the news cycle we just went through. But typically the crypto news cycle, you get these big pumps of a whole bunch of news, and then it sort of dies off for a couple of days. And then once it dies off for a couple of days, you just know you're right around the corner from like boom, 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 boom. Something kind of crazy is Atomic Wallet is still chirping the XRP community. Crazy behavior. If I was anyone important at Atomic Wallet, whoever's running this social media account, would be removed instantly. Just constantly just this weird XRP slander. But like, what a stupid thing to do as a wallet. I mean, like, they're pretty much just alienating all XRP holders from using their wallet. What a dumb thing to do. Jeez, who I don't understand. I don't understand how you could do that as a wallet company. They also got hacked a while ago. They also got hacked and lost a bunch of XRP. So are you really in a position to be saying this kind of stuff when your wallet got hacked? So yeah, they're totally shooting themselves in the foot. It doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, you're getting some like publicity from it, but like, I'm sure like there's a lot of XRP holders who still used Atomic Wallet. I know there are. They're like, why are you doing this? It's just dumb. I don't think like, and a lot of XRP holders hold a bunch of other cryptocurrency too. So it's not even like it's just XRP holders. It's like they're probably losing like a lot of business from this. Hey, Mickle, is a Ledger Nano S Plus okay to use? I mean, there hasn't been any actual issues with the Ledger itself. It's just stuff with the company. Oh, here we go. Here's some interesting news. SBI Holdings enhancing services with XDC and HBAR. Also OAS and ZPG. Don't know much about them, but HBAR and XDC look like they're on the roadmap for SBI. Very cool. This is pretty funny. It does feel like this to a certain degree. You've become a bit numb to all the craziness. It's always fun to talk with someone who's new in crypto because their excitement level about everything is just through the roof. Takes me back to the good old days when you're just starting to figure this stuff out. It's like, what is this XRP thing? How does this stuff even make any sense? You start to see that bit of volatility and you're just like, holy crap. How low do you think XRP will go? Well, it might already be at its low point. We'll see. Put in a nice little candle right here, bounce right off this line. So we had this line drawn way before XRP bounced off of it. Just kind of respected it, bounced right off. Looking like a very normal consolidation pattern. But we'll see. We haven't had anything like crazy recently. Just a lot of rumors. And waiting to see which of these rumors start to come to fruition. Wait, this is weird. Isn't the CME listing futures for XRP? This CoinDesk article is saying the denial of futures. But they're launching futures. Is this just a straight up lie? Take a look what this article says. This is crazy. XRP is like CME is listing futures for XRP, and CoinDesk put out an article saying that it's been denied up until now. Like, what a crazy thing. What a great, it's wild the extent that these people will go to try to FUD XRP. Wow. Let's see if I can find the author of who wrote this. I mean, this is just... Okar Gobble. Okar Gobble. God, this website's so bad too. Can't even highlight this. There's so many freaking ads on here. Oh my God, this is so horrible. I can't even scroll. Website literally doesn't work. Please get off of here. This weirdo. All right, see ya. Close. Oh, this website's so bad. All right, get out of there. Jeez. I want to see if this guy has an X account. Oh, yeah, this is him. I can make sure he gets tagged in my post. Why not? Wow. This is about as bad as it gets. CoinDesk saying it's an error. Check the DM. Okay, let me check. Okay, so they leaked information about a beta test on the website talking about XRP and Solana futures. I mean, it doesn't seem like they're really denying the fact that it's coming. They're just saying, oh, we didn't mean to say it this early. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I read this as like it's coming. Like I don't know what you guys think, but okay, yeah. So it looks like it was likely a beta website to test to make sure things looked good, where they posted the XRP and Sol futures, but technically it hasn't been announced yet. Still crazy to see the CoinDesk article not even mention any of this. Like, talk about bad reporting. Like, this is the full story. You didn't get any of this from the CoinDesk article. It's like, this is the story. Okay, so the theory is that this is a beta article. Okay, so this was a beta article from the CME. They do plan on likely... They didn't mean to leak the website. They did leak the website, so take that with what you will. It was either they made it just for fun and they were just thinking, oh, let's go test futures a futures announcement for Solana and XRP, even though we're not going to do that. No, Crypto View, I get you. I'm reading Eleanor's tweet. I'm reading Eleanor's tweet right now. She literally says that it was a beta test from CME. So I mean, like, my question is like, why would they be beta testing something like this if they don't plan on going live with it? I think they probably plan on going live with it. They've already been tracking Solana and XRP price data. They already put that out there. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it pretty much seems like this is coming. Yeah, it's a bit of an embarrassing one for CoinDesk, I think. Oh, they tagged the reporter right here. Well, weird behavior. Clearly, there's a couple people in the broader crypto ecosystem really disturbed by XRP doing well, which is cute. Funny to watch them throw their little tantrums all over social media, all while XRP rips by them. So we got that closed door meeting with the SEC today. We'll see if that turns anything. I'm pretty skeptical that that closed door meeting will turn into anything. I think it's just too early to see something really concrete like that. All right, guys, I'm going to cut it off here. Looks like we have a nice little bounce on XRP. We're really just in a bit of a holding pattern right now. Not much to overanalyze. Obviously, in an ideal world, we would see XRP to continue to recover in here, bounce around for the next couple days before pumping out of this thing and repeating a very similar pattern to what we've seen before in the past. Kind of got confirmation of this bottom looking pretty good right here. Had a nice big bounce. Looks like we've respected this a couple times before in the past. This is really us trying to break through that new all-time high. And we're just kind of waiting to get enough momentum or some kind of announcement to be able to shoot through that. But I mean, everything looks really, really good. Looks like the FUDers are in full force. They're obviously failing. There's just too many people who have seen the light with XRP nowadays. The XRP army is too strong, and they'll just continue to make fools of themselves and hurt their own business until they realize that that's not the way to go about it. Guys, thank you so much for coming. You guys are all incredible. Hope you guys have